So I have a question here for you, Stella. I've heard people say that climate change is all part of a propaganda and that it's not real. Is this true?
That's a very honest question, especially coming from a young person who's probably wondering. They're reading all this stuff in the internet about climate change being a hoax, and then there are others who are saying it's real and actually advocating. You can see activists on the streets, and it could definitely be a bit confusing for someone who's genuinely wondering, shouldn't I, get into that space? And what I would say is the current push and the current conversation is not just talk. And I always say this from an African perspective. It's an opportunity for us. An opportunity means the amount of investment going towards renewable energy, the amount of push and conversation around climate smart agriculture, the kind of, you've seen our president, for example, in Kenya, riding, or launching e-bikes and e-mobility. And I know we don't have the world leading, e-mobility or e-cars in the continent, but we definitely can see that it's an emerging sector, or there are emerging sectors that are channeling or focused on the issue of climate change. So leaving alone the conversation around whether it's a hoax or not, you do have, first of all, access to information that can let you know the science behind it, or can let you know the numbers around the investment, the development of countries around the issue of if they go, climate resilient development, or if they just, go around and develop the way they have done traditionally. And the numbers add up, And so I would say that for the young person, perhaps everything can always be politicized, and it can be politicized because of interests. So it depends on who's interested or what interest they have and what narrative they will push. And that's whether it's pro or against. But for you as a young person, your focus should be, what's in it for me? What's in it for us as Africa? Right now, the push and the money and the opportunities and the development opportunities that are there are good for us, It's that we just need to be able to re-engineer our minds to think with this global conversation and this global drive towards decarbonization. What does it mean for Africa, and what can we do to benefit the most from it? For example, from our basic science, we know that carbon dioxide is emitted into the atmosphere and oxygen is absorbed. So if there's an increase in carbon dioxide, it does have certain effects in terms of the biodiversity or the human health. For example, the more floods are there, people are affected by floods.